Yo, what's good people? 7-star Rintrah is here. He's finally in the Titan Crystal and this guy's probably the best, at the very least one of the best pulls in the Titan Crystal right now. Now keep in mind, this guy is mainly going to be a defender. As a rank 3 7-star, he is going to be one of the strongest, most tankiest defenders in the game. He's probably going to be tankier than a rank 3 Sasquatch. Now you might be saying how, because Sasquatch has more health than Rintrah. Well, you have to think about it like this. Sasquatch is much easier to fight. With Rintrah, you have to repeatedly knock him down, which slows down the match. Rintrah also has extra critical resistance, which Sasquatch does not have, so you're less likely to land critical hits against Rintrah. And on top of all that, Sasquatch's special attacks take about 1 or 2 seconds. Rintrah's special attacks take a long ass time. He pulls out a sword, sharpens his claws, like he's in no rush. They take about 5 seconds for his special 1 and his special 2. And of course, this makes the matches longer, so that in turn makes him tankier. We got a fat special 2 crit there. But my point being is Rintrah is going to be one of the top battleground defenders again. Anything he can do on attack is a bonus, but he is pretty good on attack as well. First off, I'll show the Unduped Rintrah, and then I'm actually going to take him to Sig 200, and we'll do a few fights with a Sig 200 Rintrah as well, because a lot of people say that Unduped Rintrah is better on attack than a Sig 200 Rintrah, which I would completely agree with, because what Rintrah's signature ability does is it will give him power gain, and this power gain can make it hard for you to build up your ruptures because you're gaining power too fast. Honestly, if Rintrah had that ability, what White Tiger had, to be special locked at his special 2, it wouldn't be a problem at all. They should really update Rintrah to give him that ability. That would be really nice. But this video is about Rintrah on attack. How is he? Does he crit more often? Because we all know the difference between a Rintrah special 2 when it crits and when it doesn't crit is massive. And he definitely crits more often. All the fights I'm showing are the first time tries. So if I crit in that fight, it was the first time I tried that fight. And I believe we got 2 or 3 crits out of like the 5 fights we did. So, that's a pretty good average. I'm sure, he won't crit that often. He won't crit 3 out of 5 times. But he seems to crit more often is what I'm getting at. Anyway, let's take him up to Sig 200 because you never know. You might pull Rintrah a few times out of the Titan Crystal and he might get to a high Sig without you Sigging him up. So, even though you might not want to dupe your Rintrah because he's better on attack unduped, you may not have a choice. So, let's look at the gameplay. As you can see, we're gaining a lot of power gain. You would assume that is good, but as I mentioned, that makes it much harder to build up your ruptures because it's just so easy to get pushed to a special 3. They should just give him the White Tiger ability and that'd be fixed. But if you're not sure how Rintrah works, I'll explain it now. So every hit, he has a 60% chance to apply a neutralize to his opponent. It's a 100% chance if he's fighting Cosmic Champions. And this neutralize is of 100% potency, 200% potency if you're fighting against a Cosmic Champion. So no buffs whatsoever will appear on the defender while you have this neutralize active. And the way you need to play Rintrah is you need to back your opponent into the corner when you have a buff 5 charges. Ending a combo in a light will root you, and then light attacks will apply ruptures to your opponent. You build up these ruptures. Each rupture makes your special 2 hit harder. So that is how to play Rintrah. Simplified, there are plenty of guides out there, so I don't want to go too in depth. And he is actually a hard serpent counter somewhat, because if you know how serpent works, you know he has that 125% chance to activate his immortality, death immunity, whatever it's called. But Rintrah's neutralize is 200% potency, so he will never trigger it against Rintrah, whilst he still has a 25% chance to trigger it against other neutralized champions like Wiccan and Tigra. So Rintrah is technically the safest counter, but Tigra's a lot faster, unless you get a special 2 crit. If you get a special 2 crit with Rintrah, then yeah, he's just as fast, but normally that won't happen. And last Battlegrounds fight, we're going to be fighting this rank 3 Gallon, who's bugged at the moment. I'm not sure why he looks like that, couldn't tell you. Not sure if this is just on the beta or if it's on the main game. Either way, Galen can't really do anything against us. He can't gain buffs, so he can't gain any planetary mass. 130k special 2 there with no crit. So even when you don't crit, 7-star Rintrah hitting pretty damn hard. So yeah, basically Rintrah, he's very good against Cosmic Champions, extremely safe as well because he's really tanky. One thing I forgot to mention is when you do root your opponent, you have that regeneration and you place a debuff on yourself, which is more regeneration, and of course he has that massive health pool, so he's really tanky and really safe with that 200% potency neutralize. So he's great on attack against Cosmic Champions. Wouldn't really use him on attack in Battlegrounds against non-Cosmic Champions. I just whack him on defense. Even if you have a good Science Champion, a rank 3 Rintrah is still going to stall. We're going to finish off this video with a Winter Soldier fight. No boost, no synergies, no nothing. Just plain old Rintrah. And before I end off the video, I want to let you all know my upload schedule over the next few days is probably going to be pretty crazy because, you know, Banquet is starting soon and all the new champions that have been buffed are coming out as 7 stars, so expect a lot of videos coming out in the next few days. But that's it for now. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, all of that stuff, and I'll see you all in the next video.